If you are even nearly as obsessed with Nancy Meyers films and that aesthetic, you may be asking yourself the question that I found myself asking myself, which was, what is it about my home that doesn't look like it is from a Nancy Meyers film? So today I want to give you the answers, because answering those questions has helped me to really just start transforming my home basically back to the way I really used to decorate, actually. You know, the 90s are back, and since I lived through that, we got married in 99. Does that really count? I mean, it kind of does. Decorating my first homes in the 90s, this was how we decorated. So I feel like I'm going back to my roots, and it feels amazing. So I think today is actually gonna be super positive, and I hope it's gonna leave you feeling super inspired to create a home that has that warmth, that feeling of like the classics, but it's elegant, but it's cozy, it's comfortable. It feels like the kind of it feels like a fairy tale life. And you feel like if you lived there, you would read books all the time, you would have a very happy family, everybody would be laughing. You just like, it's kind of like, whatever that is, I want it. If you are one of those people, I hope you'll leave today's video feeling super inspired. And I believe that it will give you the tools that you need to make small tweaks to the way that you're putting your home together that will really get you that feeling. So, make sure you're a subscriber. You got this crazy lady that just loves and is so passionate about creating a home, not just decorating it, but truly creating a home. We are the modern homemakers, are we not? We want a place where our families can gather, our family and our friends, and that's what this is really all about. So if you are into that, you have found the right place, and you should definitely hit subscribe. But otherwise, let's go ahead and jump in, because I've got some great stuff to share with you today. Let's go. So I asked myself, why does your home not look like a Nancy Meyers film? And I was like, a lot of people already think that my home looks like a Nancy Meyers film with just a little modern twist. And I was like, thank you, thank you. And then but I really took some time to really analyze my own home, and this is where I ended up. So one of the things I noticed is that it's a mistake to not use comfy furniture that is also elegant. Nancy Meyers always uses furniture that has a classic, timeless feel to it. A lot of times she's using rolled arm sofas and chairs, but even if you're gonna do a square arm, right? Like, don't get caught up on the arm thing here. This is about comfy furniture. It's that sink into it kind of feeling. I think going for a sofa with down in it is a total game changer. I will say that these sofas are extremely comfortable, even though they don't have the down in them. I will leave them linked up for you guys because they are actually pretty affordable. But I will also say that the down-filled sectional that we have in our sunroom, oh my God, it has that sink into it kind of feeling. You do have to kind of fluff the back pillows because it's made with all down. I mean, we get so cozy in there, and that's what I want. I want cozy but elegant, and that sofa, I will leave it linked up. It was very affordable, and I will leave the link for the name of the material because it's also very durable. The other thing you'll notice a lot of times in Nancy Meyers films is that she does slip covers, because this is about the kind of home that you could actually live in. And so, yeah, I was eyeing up, I cannot stop thinking about the Carmel sofa, the Big Sur as well from Pottery Barn. Oh my God, I will leave a link down below for exactly what I would order. I really love these sofas that I like, but I really love those too. So if you're on the hunt for sofas, I'm gonna leave you some links, but the furniture you choose is really important. So think about going for something that's pale, right, for your sofas, sectionals, and then also think about adding in some leather chairs or potentially maybe even some blue floral chairs. But yeah, like when you find that perfect white shirt and those perfect jeans, you know what I'm talking about. That is how you want your home to feel. So it's just like broken in and it's comfy and it's like, oh, this is the life. That's what you want. So yeah, I'll leave a link for these as well. Another decor mistake that you might be making and I am in the process of fixing myself, is that maybe you just don't have enough vintage and or antique pieces in your home. So we're just kind of shifting away. So many of us got so into like modern luxury, and I still love modern organic. I'm still just mixing all of that in, by the way. Basically, I'm just combining all this stuff. I'm not taking anything out of my house. I'm only adding things in, if that makes any sense. I might take out the IKEA dresser and put it in the basement, but nothing that we've been buying in the last few years, like, you know, like we've gone for classic pieces, so keep them. This is not about getting rid of all your stuff. It's about maybe just switching things up, bringing back in your family heirlooms if you're lucky enough to have them. Antiques have a way of creating, it's a little bit like borrowing time from other people, which is the one commodity that no matter how rich you are, no matter how much money you have, you cannot buy more time. You really can't buy good health either, right? You might be able to buy some more meds or doctor visits, but ultimately there's two luxuries that are the greatest luxuries in life, and that is your health and also time. I would say love as well, but you kind of know what I mean. But I think it's really important that you add things into your home that have time, which is why we are not getting rid of any of those organic pieces we've been adding in. Don't get rid of them. You can see here where I've got the paper mache vase. It's adding time. That's what you want because it makes you feel more comfortable. It makes you feel more grounded. So bring back in the antique furniture. If you need to like paint things, that's great, but a lot of times in this style, you don't need to. Bring it back and let it shine, just as it was and in its original condition. Those pieces tend to look a little bit worn anyways. So if you wanna go for a dark wood, you can do that. You can go for light wood. The problem is that you do not have bookcases. You do not, and if you have a bookcase, you don't have enough bookcases, because the one thing you always see in Nancy Meyer's interiors is lots of books. You just cannot have enough. I've got a couple more. I'm like, I cannot get enough books. I love ones on entertaining. You just need books in your house in general. I don't understand why so many people are like, I'll just buy the digital. I'm like, no, or I won't buy a book at all. I'm like, you're just talking into, I was like, what is a bookophile? I was like, I'm sure they have a better word for that. But I've always been obsessed with books. This is Beth Le Menage. 101 recipes every host should know how to make, and it's Entertaining 101. It is an absolutely fabulous book, loaded with ideas. I think that's what I love, is like, we need these analog moments. Like, go back to the 90s when, I mean, not that I don't want you to visit me on Instagram and Amazon Lives and here on YouTube. I love when I get to visit with you and the blog, you know? But I realize, like, you also need to actually have books that you look through and sit and just be a little old school. Don't get rid of your books ever. That is the one thing I always tell people and always, always have. The hardest thing when we sold everything we owned to move to Africa, and then when we went to Europe, and then when we came back to the US, the most traumatic part of that entire process was selling the books. Because first of all, they can be a little bit expensive. Thankfully, Amazon is running them at such good prices, but they can be books that you are reading and being inspired by, like this Cotswolds book. Oh my God, these Cotswolds homes are absolutely gorgeous and so inspiring, right? Books that inspire you, books that educate you. I love anything with like a history book. I've been reading this one, I think it's The Captain's Wife. I'm gonna leave it linked for you because actually I saw when I got it, it is also the one, oh my God, hang on, I gotta go get it. I can't do this to you guys, hang on. Okay, I got all my facts, I've got all my facts straightened out, okay? So it's The Sea Captain's Wife. This book is amazing. It's based off of a true story. I took the cover off. And look at how pretty the book is. The true story of mutiny, love, and adventure at the bottom of the world. Oh, sign me up. But this author is also the one that is the New York Times bestseller of The Widow. I don't know how to say this. Is it Clicquot? The Champagne. The movie was amazing, so I am definitely going to be ordering the book. I have had the hardest time getting hooked on a book, and I am hooked on this book. It is amazing. It's really, really good. So you need a mix. You need something that's going to inspire you, something that's going to educate you, something that's going to entertain you. Like, you just need lots of books, okay? That way you'll have the Nancy Meyers feel, okay? Another thing you might not have is enough flowers. Honestly, you just need flowers. Sitting in a sea of flowers, the dogwoods, oh my God, just completely transformed this room, the hydrangea. If it's at a time when, right, there's not a lot blooming, we're just getting to spring while I'm filming this, right? Like, you can't always find stuff. I do love to go by Trader Joe's. I just created these beautiful bouquets for the bedroom. Oh my God, and for Haley's room, oh, from Trader Joe flowers. Yeah, it is possible to absolutely get some very affordable flowers, but real or faux, you just need flowers, because this style is all about a good life. And you want the feeling like you went out to your back garden and plucked some flowers from your garden and then plopped them down in a vase. So make sure you have amazing vases as well. Blue chinoiserie, clear, you just need a variety. I love white ceramic vases as well. These are all really good options that you should honestly just have stocked in your home, right? Have a cabinet with lots of different options, some bud vases, some big vases, and basically everything in between. I'll leave links for all my favorites if you guys want to do a little bit of shopping, but also don't forget as well, like shopping flea markets, and also shopping at places like thrift stores, Goodwill, right? These places all have amazing options that sometimes people just pass stuff because they've downsized, they moved. People like me, you know, we moved so many times, I got rid of great stuff, and you can find it there. So yeah, lots of options, basically. There's a possibility that if you're looking at your living room and you're like, why doesn't my room look like a Nancy Meyers film? You may just not have enough pillows. Because Nancy Meyers always has lots of pillows, but there's some more criteria here. They're not just any pillows. They need to be classic. They need to be timeless, they need to be elegant, but they also need to look as if someone has actually sat on them. You want that comfy, cozy, like, you know, kind of leaned back, not sitting super erect, okay? You want them to be a little bit more relaxed. You want them to look a little bit pressed in. You want them to look really comfy. So the only way to really nail that is to do the down inserts. So I always do the down inserts. I buy them off of Amazon. I will leave the exact ones that I buy, because I genuinely believe they are the absolute best over any other company I've bought them from. So I just love them. They're really affordable. Your pillows can come from places like Pottery Barn. You can go for linens and velvets. You guys have been obsessing over the embroidered pillows as well. I've got the blue ones in the other rooms. I'm obsessed. Honestly, it's an obsession, but they really help your space come together. So not just your sofa, but your, oh, we got our little Louie sitting back here. See, you're making it all comfy, cozy. Yes, you are. You want it to be the space that you and your pets want to curl up in. So not just your sofas, but your chairs, your beds, your benches, like add pillows wherever you can, okay? I suggest going for a color palette that's also very calming. Nancy Meyers always has very calming palettes. So it's okay to leave a little bit of black. It's okay if your personality, you love a little bit of, you know, like a little bit more energy. But generally speaking, Nancy Meyers is gonna do a very light, watery kind of palette. It's very neutral based, light whites, creams, beiges, taupes, right? Browns, blues, caramels, like light grays, all these colors, but I think the flowers are what keep it feeling really exciting. And when you put all those together, right, no loud neon lights, you know, the things that are not here, there's no pillows with big sayings all over them that just kind of scream at you. There aren't a lot of really bright colors. These are elegant things. And if you want to have that kind of life, it's up to you. Like, you got to pick your own stuff. You're DIYing your home, right? So I also leave a lot of inspiration for you over on my Pinterest and also on my LTK. I've been loading so many new mood boards. I share with you like shots of my own home and the products that I'm purchasing. So if I can help you in any way, it is the absolute delight of my heart. This is what I live for. I really genuinely love getting to do this with you guys, like getting to be on this journey. I tell you that in every video, and I'm just gonna keep saying it because I just mean it. Getting to do this with you guys is literally the pleasure and delight of my heart. I'm so happy I get to do this with you. So make sure you're a subscriber if you're not already, and let me know if you are as obsessed about Nancy Meyers as I am, and if there's things that you're going to be passing, if things that you can't wait to have, if you were resistant at first and now you're totally getting on board with this, or if you were like, I already signed up a long time ago. What we're hearing and what makes me feel so happy is this is not a drop in the bucket kind of trend. This is something that is a lifestyle. It's a way of living, right? It's pulling casseroles out of the oven. It's a crock pot on the countertop. It's barbecues in the summer. It's a pot roast, you know, in Christmas time, and a turkey at Thanksgiving. It's all about the way that your home makes you feel. It's your life. And it's a way of living, and I think that's why it's caught on. So I love you guys. Cheers. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye for now.